the underlying facts of this are pretty disturbing, in my opinion. Good morning, sir. Are you Eric Guillory? And Mr. Guillory, you were previously in court and entered a plea of guilty to the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a motor vehicle. I received a copy of the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Defense has your. Yes, sir.
Are there any additions or corrections?
None from defense.
All right, so what I'm going to do, Mr. Guillory, today is I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney. What you did here was, I mean, this wasn't just a little evading. You went for a long time. 17 miles, 26 minutes at a high rate of speed all over Port Arthur, Nederland, and Port Neches. I don't know exactly what you mean by it happened so fast and I can't remember.
I'll say something. I do remember, I just rather forget about it, but when I told it that, I should have said that instead of me saying I don't remember.
Yeah.
I do remember, just like forget all about that.
Right. I could see why you would say that, but I didn't quite buy the whole I don't remember driving through 3 cities. At some point in your life, you might be able to forget that, not for the next little while though, all right? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna follow the agreement that you made. I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. One of those things is gonna be to have an evaluation to see if there's any type of mental health treatment that you need that will help you to be successful while you're on probation. So you make better decisions, get whatever you need. If you take advantage of everything you're supposed to do and everything on this probation, then this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And if you successfully complete it, at the end of the probation period, the case is dismissed. You'll never have a felony conviction and you'll be able to forget about it. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you don't follow through with showing up, you test dirty, you don't go to any appointments you're supposed to, whatever it is, then you can be brought back into court, found guilty, and you could go to prison for up to 10 years. Do you understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Lane. Good morning, sir. Are you Devin Thomas? And this is cause number 24, DCCR 1588. Mr. Thomas is charged with the offense of murder. Mr. Wilkerson has filed a motion asking that I reduce your bond. That bond's currently set at
$1 million.
$1 million. And so the best you can for purposes of this hearing, just raise your right hand, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Wilkerson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Thomas, you're the defendant in this case, correct? And currently bond is set at $1 million, as was just discussed. We're here requesting reduction in that bond. What is your ability in terms of being able to raise funds to secure a bond through family members, or do you have property that you can sell or things of that nature?
I need y'all to speak up so that she can hear you too, okay?
I still have a job. I'm currently still in school. My trade carpenter school, so I have help with family members. That's what I can reasonably buy.
Well, let me ask it in a different way. With the assistance of family members, what amount do you believe you would be able to raise to secure a bond? Or let me ask it a different way. Would $10,000 be an accurate representation of what you believe the maximum amount of funds your family could raise to secure your bond?
Speak up.
6,000 in property.
So the request that I filed with the court has asked that your bond be reduced to $100,000, which obviously is more than a lot of defendants, but given the offense charged with murder, we wanted to present a somewhat reasonable request for bond. Do you believe your family would be able to raise $10,000 in order to pay a bondsman to secure your release? Do you believe that your family would be able to secure more than that $10,000?
I'm not sure, sir.
And so what I'm hearing you express as the answer is you are not aware of any ability for any additional funds that could be raised on your behalf other than some small piece of property that's worth approximately $6,000. And
You know, so I'm saying, you can have the money and property, and the funds, I could probably go to work and pay myself.
you are unable to raise funds to post $1 million bond. Is that accurate? Now, are you currently residing here or in Louisiana? In Louisiana? And would you be willing to wear and pay for an active GPS monitoring system? And would you agree to follow all other terms and conditions that this court might set in conjunction with your release to both secure the integrity of this proceeding and also secure your appearance at trial on this matter? I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any questions?
No, Your Honor, no further witness.
All right, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, what's your position, Mr. Nichols?
Judge, first off, he's charged with murder.
Well, and before you go, I do want everybody to know, I have to take judicial notice of the court's file, includes the probable cause affidavit. I have reviewed that affidavit as well.
And I think it's important to note that after this murder occurred, they fled to Louisiana sometime before he was picked up. I believe, well, I know that he has a prior conviction out of the state of Louisiana for robbery when he served some time. I believe he was on parole for that. I don't think he is anymore, but he was at the time of this murder. I think to protect the community and given his potential as a flight risk, I don't think there's any reason to lower this bond, Your Honor. I think to protect the community, it needs to be where it's at.
Mr. Wilkerson?
Your Honor, we would just submit to the court that $1 million bond would essentially render it impossible for Mr. Thomas to ever secure release prior to trial, given his ability to raise funds in conjunction with what his family may be able to help out with. And so we're just asking the court consider that in terms of setting some number more reasonable than $1 million, which Mr. Thomas might be able to raise sufficient funds in order to post that bond.
All right, based on the evidence presented and the nature of the offense, again, that I've looked at, obviously, there's not a jury and he hasn't been convicted, but the underlying facts of this are pretty disturbing, in my opinion. It looks like, it's like 3 guys brought some guns to a fist fight, is what it looks like to me. But anyway, the fact that there is a prior robbery conviction in your history and that you were on parole at the time of this alleged offense, I'm going to deny the motion for bond reduction, and we will set it for an announcement. We can get your case moving towards any resolution as quickly as possible. All right, you can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.